Coach, is that as humbled as you've been in a game? The way that thing was going?
No.
No.
I've been through that before.
Raise your hand for a microphone.
Coach in the back a little bit. When you got called for a tech, were you more mad at the officials or the players?
I think equally.
Just along those lines, when the technical was called and there was a timeout, what was your message to the team at that point? What were you trying to get across to them?
I wanted them to get the defenders off them.
The first half.
Couldn't you hear me? I yelled loud enough. I thought maybe you heard me.
He was in upper deck.
Really upper deck? You got to be the sports writer of the year in Iowa to get the sports out. Yes.
Apparently.
In the first half, their ball movement really seemed to find the three-point shooter and move the ball around. What were they doing that was tough for your defense?
Well, we were trapping ball screens early, and our rotations were not what they needed to be. And it's a very good passing team, a very good shooting team, especially when they're open. So Appley did a real good job with the trap. So then we got out of it and kind of just stayed with. But early on, it was our rotations that were ineffective.
Coach, do you think if you played them again over here,
So
if you played these guys again, would you double the post like you did in the first half a little bit?
you know what? I'd have to go back and break the film down and kind of. We had a number of breakdowns. So before I put another game plan together, I would want to watch this one because it's, you know, you either double the post, you double the ball screens, you do one or the other, you do none, you do both, or you do part of it in different parts of the game. I mean, I understand what your point is. They're big and strong, and what I have in particular are smaller posts in there. It's difficult. Our bigger post defensively gave them a lot more trouble, but then that lineup doesn't score the balls well for us, so I got to kind of go back and forth.
Coach, you had two terrific road wins, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Then it was kind of a humbling experience against Ohio State, and then tonight. What is your message to the team? How do you keep this thing afloat and improving?
We just got to, you got to do two things. Number one, you got to self-reflect on your own performance and be honest with yourself. And that's not only the players, it's coaches too. What could we have done differently? What did we give them too much information? We need to give them more information. And then you got to look at the film and honestly assess who did what was good, what was bad. And then you know, continue to believe in yourself, continue to believe in each other, and just try to get better. We start Saturday 0-0, so I think we'll play better.
Back left.
Coach, can you talk about Michigan State, particularly in the first half, the balanced scoring they had, and just, you know, kind of whether it's half court or full court?
I think, well, they have the ability to do that, obviously. They've got a number of good players and a number of double-figure scorers. But I think the key for us here would have been to get off to a better start. You know, once they jump to a lead, you know, they're at home, they've got a lead, they're comfortable shooting threes, they're comfortable in the post. You know, they're a team that averages 4 threes a game, and they made 6 in the first half. You know, we talked about the rotations. They were open, but they were also up 15. It was a little bit easier to shoot them.
Michigan State seemed to be real physical defending against you, especially in the first half where I think they forced 12 turnovers. What were the challenges, I guess, offensively going against that kind of physical defense?
I don't know if I can honestly answer that question.
Anything else? One more.
You changed your lineup. You put Eric and Zach start on the bench. You had Bryce and Aaron. Was that just a reflection of how Bryce and Aaron have been playing, or were we just trying something different?
I think it was a reflection on how all 4 played in the first half and who I thought gave us the best chance to win in the second half.